Well, people, I tell you, this world going crazy. I said it been going crazy. Pearson, that ain't nothing new. Why you so slow? It's February. Why you so slow, man? Well, I just thought I'd let y'all know the world done got kind of crazy. How about crazy with a Q? And it starts in New York and it's going to end in New York. That's right. We have 4 Fema folks who got fired. That's what they're saying. DHS fired Fema employees in relation to housing immigrants right there in New York. I wonder if my city is next, like Chicago. We got plenty of immigrants here. At the same time, that is simultaneously, every now and then I have to do my British accent. Simultaneously, Mayor Eric Adams, he was pardoned by Donald John Trump. Oh yeah, so we got some folks free and some folks getting fired. New York, New York. That's why I say the world ain't going crazy. When the police stop you, you just can't walk a straight line. Anyway, I want y'all to check this out. And at the end, y'all gonna be like, Pearson, come on, man. You laid your credentials on for this. Yeah. I'm going back to something that I investigated a few months ago, just so y'all can have a midday laugh. We got to have some fun every now and then. So here we go.
The Department of Homeland Security fired 4 Federal Emergency Management Agency employees after a DOJ report accusing them of paying out $59 million to New York City hotels to help cover costs associated with the migrant crisis. DHS spokeswoman Tricia McLaughlin told the Washington Examiner the federal department was parting ways with 4 government workers because they went around leadership to pay out tens of millions of dollars. McLaughlin says, quote, under President Trump and Secretary Noem's leadership, DHS will not sit idly and allow deep state activists to undermine the will and safety of the American people. The news comes after FEMA suspended the payments following the DOJ report. FEMA head Caroline Hamilton said, quote, these payments have all been suspended from FEMA. Personnel will be held accountable. New York City's Deputy Press Secretary, Liz Garcia, maintained the city was in the clear and did nothing wrong in requesting emergency funding from FEMA to help cover billions of dollars in costs related to housing, feeding, and caring for 200
waste, abuse, and corruption. Now, there were some words in there that I think that we should kind of discuss. How can I put this? Should I write it down? I think I should write it down. No, I think I'm gonna play it. Check it out again.
Deep state activists to undermine the will and safety.
Listen to it. Something about a state. Listen.
Sit idly and allow deep state activists to undermine the will and safety.
Did you hear that? I can't say it in words. That's what he said. We can't let them folks monkey around with this number right here. Wow. It kind of makes you scratch your head because we just had this number in a Super Bowl the other day, didn't we? I said we just had this number in a Super Bowl. Wasn't it Super Bowl 59? I find that real interesting. Okay, let's move forward. See, because Mr. Adams bails on White House minutes before migrant meeting. So what happened here? Back in the day, Eric Adams, he was on his way to see Joe Biden, and he was mad. I say he was mad. So let me show you what happened. He was on his way to the White House when his main fundraiser house was raided. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? FBI, home mayor of Major fundraiser, Eric Adams. I know it's crazy. Adams was on his way to the White House. And he got a phone call. Because he was on his way to give Joe Biden a piece of his New York mind. And coincidentally, the FBI, they went and they raided his main fundraiser's house. I told y'all, if it started in New York, it's got to go back there. I'm leading to something. Y'all just hold tight. Because it's a family thing. It's Family Matters. Y'all heard that show called Family Matters. Oh, Family Matters. Family Matters. Don't it, Eric? So Eric went to Washington, D.C. on his way to give Joe a piece of his mind. That is President Biden. I guess he said, look, I got a few $100s in my pocket. Allegedly, let me pay off the pilot. I know he didn't work the double shift. Hey, brother, can you fly me back to New York? Straight up. Because he had to go take care of some family matters, right? Look, it's a true story, y'all. It's true. It's true. It's true. I say it's true. Oh, boy. That was crazy. That was a crazy moment. Now, look at this. Check this out. Here's the story.
You have, so we have it first. There's going to be firings, the names are going to be out, and let's bring in New York Congressman Mike Lower. Congressman, your thought about that move?
Well, it's long overdue, frankly. These funds have been misappropriated going back to the Biden administration. And New York City, a sanctuary city, has been wasting billions of dollars of taxpayer money, billions with a B, to provide free housing, clothing, food, education, and health care to illegal immigrants, including criminal aliens that are here illegally. And so, I applaud, frankly, DHS for taking action to stop these payments under President Trump's leadership, because we have incentivized cities like New York and states like New York, a sanctuary state, to allow this to continue, and it has to stop.
Look, it costs new.
So yeah, y'all, we gonna save millions, if not billions of dollars, as this Doge is on the case. I'm telling y'all, they got to make Elon look good. They gonna make him look good. So let's kind of recap. We got 4 FEMA folks losing their job. Mayor Adams, like I said, he was on his way to Washington, D.C. to see Joe. Then he gets a call or text, whatever, that his main fundraiser, her house was being raided by the FBI. Then the brother get indicted. That's right. Mr. Mayor got indicted on 9/25/2024. Now let's go a little further. Here we go. Elon Musk got his son with him, right? As far as I'm concerned, it's nothing but a prop. It's a prop. Make y'all feel like daddy's home. Daddy's home. See, it's psychological. They're playing games, as far as I'm concerned. But listen to how Elon Musk is responding to all this money not being spent right. Check it out.
He's sticking his fingers in my ears and stuff. So it's been hard to hear sometimes. Hey, stop that. The stuff we're doing with the Treasury Department is so basic that you can't believe it doesn't exist already. So for example, it's like, what type of payment is this? You can't just leave the field blank. Currently, many payments, the field is left blank. And you have to describe what's the payment for, some basic rationalization. That also is left blank. So this is why, the Pentagon, when's the last time the Pentagon passed an audit? I mean, a decade ago, maybe? Ever? Really? And we want to, just in order to actually pass audits, you have to have financial information that allows you to trace the payments. And once in a while, the Treasury has to pause payments if it thinks the payment is going to a fraudulent organization. Like, if I get on that payment, the do not pay list, it means that this is someone on the pay list. It means that this is someone that is like dead people, terrorists, known fraudsters, that kind of thing. We should not pay them. But currently,
So in the chat, thank you, Elon. Thank you, Elon. Thank you, Elon. People are loving it. People are loving it. But I'm telling y'all, it's a setup. We take it while it lasts. But I'm telling y'all, it's a 1-2 punch. Then he will phase out, and he will phase in, and then we're going to go straight to Revelation 13, as far as I'm concerned. But now, the man of the hour, check it out. And what color is that tie? I said, what color is that tie? It's in the purple family, ain't it? Check it out.
My fellow New Yorkers, as you may have heard, the Department of Justice has directed that the case against me be dismissed, finally ending a months-long saga that put me, my family, and this city through an unnecessary ordeal. As I said from the outset, I never broke the law, and I never would. I would never put any personal benefit above my solemn responsibility as your mayor. It is worth repeating the facts because many sensational and false claims have been made. So let me be clear. I never asked anyone to break the law on my behalf or on behalf of my campaign. Never. And
Now the question is, everybody who resigned, who's under investigation, where does that go? I said, where does that go? I want y'all to see something here. I can't say everything I want to say, but you know Trump just pardoned some folk, right? Whole lot of folk from, he pardoned some folk. Joe Biden pardoned some folks. Even his family, even family members that had nothing to do, allegedly, what he was doing, allegedly. And now this man is pardoned. What I want you to see is that the powers, in my humble opinion, they had scenarios to play out. Look, I'm going to keep it real. They had situations they had to create, like Hollywood productions, to sell things. That is to play out certain things, to accomplish certain goals. Then policies and things can be passed. People can be fired. People put in position. And then at the end, when it's all said and done, the news done covered all this stuff, and our emotions done gone up and down, zigzag, whatever. No matter what side you on, Republican or Democrat, folks getting pardoned. I want you to marinate on what I just said. I believe all this has been a game, including what you're looking at right about now. It has all been game. And they playing with us as they throw out all these theatrics, moving us to the one world system. I believe that's what they're doing. You see, at the same time, we could call it a little bit of sacrifice on the way in the scenarios. And if you want to go there, I've always asked this about Eric Adams. See all that on his back? Stop the violence, end pistol violence, right? But then he got that. That's like Hebrew 666, right? And then are those sixes? So people, I don't know what Eric Adams is into, but I know he got this on. But I believe everybody's playing game. Everybody's playing a role. Everybody got the hand in the glove, so to speak. It fits just right. Between the sacrifices, the scenarios, and the rituals, of which this just might be, if he's part of some group, right? If he's part of some group, then he's got to go through a ritual. That's all I'm going to say. Now check this out. He was accused of foreign bribes, cheap flights. What is Eric Adams accused of back in the day? U.S. prosecutors have charged New York City Eric Adams with bribery and fraud charges as a part of a long-running scheme that has upended politics in America's largest city. As part of what officials have described as abuse of power, Adams is alleged to have accepted illegal gifts worth over $100,000 from Turkish citizens and at least one government official. So yeah. And the thing about it, he was supposed to go to trial April 21st, okay, of 2025, which ain't too far from here, right? Now, this is the part you guys can laugh about all you want to, but I did this video 4 months ago. It's called Eric Adams and the Adams Family. We all grew up on this. I think the theme song was do-do-do-do, 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 do-do-do-do. Right? You know the Adams Family. Well, look at that date, because that's the first episode. And I had been waiting patiently to see exactly what was going to happen to Eric, because I felt he was going through a shame game moment. And I said in this video, he was being sacrificed and would be sacrificed. But hey, he bit a bullet. He cool now. But look at the date of the first episode. And I asked the question, because part of this was made, the Adams Family, if I'm not mistaken, the Adams Family was partly filmed in New York, okay? And his name is Adams. And if you take the first episode of September 18th, 1964, and bring it here, 9/18/2025, how many years is that? Let me add this up, y'all. Just hold tight, because I didn't think of this. It's amazing what's going on in front of us, allegedly, right? 1964 minus 2025, 61 years. If you take 9/18/2025, subtract it from today, 2/11/2025, you get 7/8. And how old is Donald J. Trump? He's 78 years old. Come on, man. Come on. But did you know, as I was doing this video, you know, people, it gets real deep. It gets real deep. Because, see, we got a lot of things.
March 4th, 2020.
We have a lot of things we have to look at in terms of when you decode. We got this here, right? Check this out. Family members and his family, so to speak, that is his political family, i.e. Adams family. You see the connection, allegedly? Look at that. Adams family. Crazy. And then Andrew Johnson, wasn't he a president too? Andrew, he just happened to take pictures in front of these two birthstones, right? I put it in the video. November 22, we saw that already, Adams family. Like I said, check out the dates. We already did that already, right? Adams family. Look at that, my receipts. 64 episodes. And Eric Adams is 64 years old. Boom. It's not so funny now, is it? The Adams family had 64 episodes in relation to the date that I did this video. And 4 months ago was 2024. And Eric Adams was 64 years old at the time. What are the odds that I would be led to think that this is the Adams family being played out? And when I say family, maybe 4 or 5 people that worked under him have lost their jobs. Okay? And he was 64 years old at the time. And the Adams family, they're 64 years old now. Which means they're 65. Which means he should be turning 65 soon. It's deep, y'all. I know it's a crazy decode, But I did it back in the day, and again, I couldn't wait because I wanted to see exactly how this thing was going to play out. And look, the date is there. September 18th was the first episode of The Addams Family. Anniversary is 2025. Subtracted from today gives you Trump's age, 78. Ask yourself, what are the odds? My name is Franchise Pearson. It's peculiar, but hey, it is what it is. Y'all have a good evening.